So, you guys may know that I have a little bit of a history reviewing every Minecraft Bedrock Edition featured server. Well, every server except for the Hive. I haven't reviewed it yet for a fairly obvious reason, which is the fact that I play on the Hive a lot, and I feel like any review that I could do would be extremely biased. Still, it seemed like you all really wanted me to do a review of the Hive like I've done for every other featured server, so in this video, I'm gonna give you just that. An attempt at an honest review of the Hive. Enjoy the video. Alright, so coming into this, I realized that I wouldn't be able to review the Hive alone. In order to make this review as unbiased and honest as possible, I would have to find someone that hadn't played on the server too much to be able to give their opinion as an outsider on the server. This is where my friend Holden comes in. As of recording this, he has had Minecraft Bedrock Edition for less than a week. He's played on some Java servers before, but not really in any meaningful capacity. He's a longtime friend of mine, and I knew he would be the perfect companion to test out the Hive with. Something to note about this video, however, is the fact that a lot of my analysis is going to be very base level. I'm treating my experience like a player who hasn't played on the server that much and doesn't have that much in-depth knowledge about it. It might seem like I'm missing some things, but it's just because I'm treating the Hive like I've treated every other server in my server review videos so far. With all this being said, let's talk about our experience on the server. The first game I chose was a classic, survival games. Now I know I have my issues with survival games, but the reason why I started off with this is because usually SG is the go-to game for new players on the Hive or most other servers for that matter. It's really straightforward and accessible to new players. You don't need to know any wacky bridging methods or ways to play the game extremely efficiently, you just need to be the last one standing. We got a couple of early kills, but then we ran into the problem that I feared would plague us. The fact that SG is basically just a running simulator. Honestly, you want to split up for kills since this is just like, this is the problem with SG, just everyone's like hiding. There's no, I'm just gonna, I'll go this way, you can go like to the right or something. We ended up winning our first and only game of SG, and this is what Holden had to say about it. There you go.
Easy.
Easy.
It's just, you know, the fact that I can solo these like in duos, get like a 13 kill.
That shows the state of SG at the moment. Like, next up, we did Skywars, which is the game that I would logically go to next on a server if I was trying it out for the first time. Speaking of first time players of Skywars are going to have a very difficult time. I say this for a multitude of reasons. First of all, the ores and the RNG aspect of them probably aren't going to make sense to a first time player. I know that there's a tooltip that pops up with the Xbox sound that says to interact with an ore to see what it does. However, I don't think it shows up well enough in chat, and I also just think I'm getting a party invite when I hear that Xbox sound. I feel like it might be better to change that to something else. The other reason why a new player probably won't have that much fun in Skywars is because I'd venture to say that Skywars is the sweatiest game mode on the Hive. They're probably either going to get destroyed by someone who's cracked at the game, or they'll go against someone who places an entire inventory of blocks when they get hit once and fall asleep due to boredom. To me, as a veteran player, Skywars is really fun, but I don't think that Skywars is a very beginner-friendly game. There's also things like bedrock bridging that take a while to get used to doing, and I was honestly really surprised at how fast Holden was able to learn how to MJ bridge.
Down where it's like...
There you go. Okay, again, the fact that you can jump MJ, like, you can MJ bridge, like, and I've walked... Next up, we tried Treasure Wars. It's another fairly classic game. You defend an object, and if that object breaks, you can't respawn. On the Hive's version, that object is a treasure. I honestly don't have too much to say about it. I guess one thing of note is the fact that Holden didn't know that you could upgrade your generators with both diamonds and emeralds, but I honestly just see that as more of a rookie mistake than anything. Other than that, there's not much to talk about with Treasure Wars. It's a fairly straightforward game that's pretty beginner friendly. To be honest, there's not really much to talk about with the rest of the games either. Holden and I tried the other games, which are Death Run, Hide and Seek, Murder Mystery, and Just Build, but we were pretty much just bantering the entire time while we were playing them because we didn't have much to say about them. Both of us were way more interested in the PvP game modes, but there's a reason why the non-PvP game modes are there. They're for the people that don't want to PvP, which is understandable. There are a few things that I like to address about PvP on the Hive, however. The elephant in the room is the fact that PvP on the Hive is pretty much different from any other server, Bedrock, or Java. There are some upsides and some downsides to this. For example, it's incredibly skill-based and good players can send people flying, but then also for people that are new to the game, they're just gonna get tossed in basically every fight if they don't know how the different knockback works. I will say though that Hive's PvP and knockback system is probably my favorite, at least on Minecraft Bedrock Bedrock Edition. It works really well, and although it's different, I think it's a good type of different. Obviously, you can find some bias in this considering that I've been playing Hive since I basically started Bedrock about 8 months ago, but honestly, I'd like to hear what other people have to say about Hive's knockback and PvP system, and if there's anything that they would change about it. Let me know your thoughts about it in a comment. Moving on, let's talk about some of the bugs that you might encounter during your time on the Hive. One of the more major ones that affects pretty much everyone is the Steve glitch. This bug is so common that we literally encountered it in the 30 minutes that we were recording this video. It's Skywars now. Actually, I've got Steve glitch. I gotta relog. The bugs as well.
I hate Steve glitch. And why does Steve glitch happen?
As for why it happens, I'm pretty sure it's Mojang not sending the skin files or whatever to display on the server, and so it just defaults to showing Steve's. This affects every skin and 3D model on the server, but it's a fairly simple fix. You just have to leave the server and rejoin. I'm not entirely sure if the bug is on Hive's end or if it's more on Mojang's end, but I will say that it's really annoying that it happens extremely frequently. For me, it happens something like once an hour. Now, there's another bug that's also pretty annoying, aptly named the pink glitch. This bug happens to people that are playing on the newest Minecraft update, and what it does is fairly self-explanatory. Literally everything on your screen just becomes more and more and more neon pink until everything becomes just completely pink. I'm not 100% sure if this is a Hive bug or a Minecraft bug, but I can definitely tell you that it happens to people playing on the Hive for an extended period of time. However, if you're able to downgrade your Minecraft to an earlier version, like 1.16.40, the version that I use, the pink glitch doesn't happen. To fix the pink glitch, you have to restart your Minecraft, which for some is really annoying, especially those with lower end devices, which sometimes take a few minutes just to reopen Minecraft. Those are really the only two major bugs that you'll experience while you're on the Hive. Next, I'd like to move on to the monetization model of the Hive. Basically, you can either buy a rank called Hive Plus, or you can buy costumes just to wear on the Hive. Hive Plus costs about $10, and each costume costs about $2. Honestly, I think this is one of the best monetization models that I've seen on a Minecraft server. You get one rank at a decent price that gets you a bunch of features that you basically already had when you were a non, but just amplified, and you also have costumes to make yourself look different if that's something that you want to spend your money on. I'm not even trying to shill for the Hive here by saying that I think this is a really good way to monetize a server, and from what's been publicly said, the Hive is doing really well financially with this model. I could definitely see the Hive adding another rank or possibly even just more ranks in the future when the server grows, but for the time being, I think they've found a system that works for them. For the time being, I think the Hive is doing really well for themselves in terms of monetization and just overall as a Minecraft server. They're the second most played server on Minecraft behind Hypixel and ahead of CubeCraft Bedrock. Like I've said before, assuming the Hive keeps all of this up, I think that they'll grow to become a really big and really popular Minecraft server. I guess that's not to say that they aren't already, because they most definitely are, but I guess even larger is what I'm trying to say. Either way, that's gonna be it for this video, and I'd like to thank you all for watching. Before we end, I'd like to give a huge shout out to my friend Holden who helped me record this video. He's a variety streamer on Twitch, which means that he streams more than just Minecraft, but if you'd like to go check him out, that would be really appreciated by me. His link will be in the description. I'd also like to give a huge shout out to all of my channel members. They support me for $4.99 a month, and their names are displayed up on screen as a token of gratitude from me. If you'd like to become a channel member, you can do so by clicking the join button next to the subscribe button or by clicking the members link in the description. Once again, thank you to all of my members, and thank you to all of you who just watch my videos day in and day out. I seriously appreciate the support from everyone, so thank you so much. That's gonna be it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.